From the world's second richest man to the first and then back to second again, Elon Musk's net worth has been fluctuating more than a Tesla on a bumpy road. But how did he manage to reclaim the title of the world's richest person, only to lose it again in a matter of days? Let's take a look. Well, look who's back on top. It's our favorite space-loving, tweet-happy billionaire Elon Musk. Apparently, he's managed to outrich even the fancy French dude who sells handbags. Who needs luxury accessories when you have flamethrowers and rocket ships? It's good to know that in this crazy world, we can always count on a tech bro to come out on top. Keep on tweeting, Elon. We're all rooting for you. Or maybe just for the memes. Okay, I know it was just for 48 hours, but it still counts. The prodigal billionaire returned. Musk finally reclaimed his rightful place at the top of the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, after being stuck in the number 2 spot for what must have felt like an eternity. At least to him. But fear not, Musk fans. Our hero's triumph is thanks to a surge in Tesla stock, which just goes to show that when it comes to making money, nothing beats an electric car company run by a guy who thinks he can colonize Mars. After a hard-fought battle with a Frenchman, Elon emerged victorious with an estimated net worth of $187.1 billion. That's a lot of flamethrowers and cyber trucks, my friends. It shows that when you combine a relentless drive to innovate with a willingness to tweet whatever pops into your head, the sky's the limit, or maybe even Mars. Congratulations, Elon. Now let's see how he was able to hold on to that title for more than a week. The SpaceX's owner's bank account enjoyed some serious gains, thanks to a skyrocketing Tesla stock price that's grown a whopping 70% this year. According to Bloomberg, the surge in Tesla's stock was due to a renewed appetite for risky growth stocks, as well as some positive signs of economic strength and a slower pace of Federal Reserve interest rate hikes. So, if you're looking for investment advice, just remember, always bet on the guy who likes to shoot rockets into space and tweet about it. Anyway, we all know that last year was pretty rough for Musk. It was a dark time when the Tesla chief's net worth plummeted by over $200 billion in just a few short weeks between November and December of last year. It was like watching the Falcon Heavy rocket crash and burn before it even left the launch pad. The sudden crash was caused by a rapid decrease in the value of Tesla shares, as investors became apprehensive about the potential impact of COVID-19 in China and were wary of Mr. Musk's sometimes controversial antics on Twitter. In fact, the company lost a staggering $700 billion over the course of the year, making it one of their worst years ever. But then he bounced back. While Elon was basking in his renewed billionaire status, there's a certain someone who had to look after his not-so-new baby, the Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey. That's right, Elon's fellow billionaire was facing a different kind of challenge. After shelling out a cool $44 billion to acquire the social media platform, Jack has to face the inevitable task of making cost cuts to keep the company afloat, and if that wasn't enough to worry about, he also had to publicly admit that Twitter is losing nearly $4 million a day. Ouch. So now you know, managing a big corporation is no easy task. Maybe Jack should take a page out of Elon's book and start tweeting about space travel and electric cars. It seems to be working for him after all, and if you thought those were the only tough decisions he was making, you're wrong. He had to make many more, including 8 rounds of layoffs and the firing of over 50 people by the Mr. Musk-led administration. And let's not forget that Jack himself had to cut more than 3,700 jobs at Twitter in a bid to drive down costs following his acquisition of the company. Managing a business is never easy, but hey, at least they can all commiserate over a glass of champagne on their private jets, right? Okay, so back to Musk. We know he reclaimed his position, but it seems that the billionaire battle between Elon Musk and Bernard Arnault is far from over. You know what they say? What goes up must come down, and unfortunately for Elon, that's exactly what happened after Tesla's Investor Day. Shares of the company, which is the most valuable car maker in the world, and where much of Elon's fortune is tied up, tumbled more than 5% on the 1st of March. Traders were left disappointed by the event, and it looks like Elon's net worth may have taken a hit as a result. Musk reportedly lost more than $1.9 billion after the disappointing Investors' Day, and obviously it caused the company's stock to tumble, which meant it definitely shook his world's richest man status as well. On the other hand, his fellow competitor was having quite the day. Turns out there was a share buyback boost in his stocks. Arnault's wealth went up by around $2 billion after a share buyback boosted LVMH's stock and solidified its position as Europe's most valuable firm. So you're telling me the fortunes of the world's richest people can shift at the drop of a hat? Or the release of a less than stellar company presentation? Despite Bernard Arnault overtaking Elon Musk as the world's richest person, it looks like his victory may have been short-lived. Yep, he didn't stay on top of the table for too long as well. On the very next day, Louis Vuitton's stock was down around 1% during European trading hours, which impacted Arnault's net worth. But Bloomberg currently puts Arnault's net worth at $186 billion and Musk's at $184 billion. So even a small change in stock prices can make a big difference. But there's something else that has the same impact: different measuring methods. Forbes' wealth ranking, which uses a slightly different methodology from Bloomberg, estimates Arnault's net worth at $205 billion, while Musk's is estimated at $194 billion. And then there's also the fact that these two have extremely different sources of their income. While Bernard has been the majority shareholder of the luxury goods conglomerate since 1989 and controls about half of the company, Elon Musk's wealth has been largely driven by the surge in the value of Tesla's stock prices, which have risen more than 4,000% since the company's IPO a decade ago. Musk also owns a significant portion of SpaceX, with over 40% of existing shares, according to CNBC. The privately held space exploration company was reportedly valued at $137 billion in a recent private valuation. The back-and-forth battle between Musk and Arnault for the title of the world's richest person has been quite a roller coaster ride, with the two swapping positions multiple times over the past year. In December 2022, Arnault overtook Musk to become the world's richest person, thanks in part to a major sell-off in Tesla shares following Musk's $44 billion acquisition of Twitter. However, their fortunes have remained tight and changeable, with Musk once again taking the top spot in early 2023 before being overtaken by Arnault once more. It's like watching a game of musical chairs, except the chairs are worth billions of dollars. And that's all I had to say about Musk and his world's richest person saga.